As they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 36.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Protein spill.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Back to the ground now with Gordon. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Looking to throw. Herbert into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Allen, the intended receiver. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down. That changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. This is Fournette. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much since. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 15-yard line. Fournette, a first down carry. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Marino throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone.
We got this. First down and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off play action. Herbert. He'll buy some time right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Marino. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way. And
all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Leonard Fournette with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. But the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Back to throw. Herbert. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that. And now it's blocked. Well, the Chargers have it, but he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. Before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, it was really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, they spend a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
On the run, he'll let this go deep. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Go.
From the shotgun, Murillo. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Here's Marino. And it's caught by Parker. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is, just what you said, you're going over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
60 Pittsburgh. Go.
To throw on second down. Herbert. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
Got a moot point there as they were able to connect. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Whip. Watch the whip. 61. Matchbox. Hit it.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
25. Check. Go.
The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in a long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead now down to 20. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hey, do.
Now Marino. And this is Parker, complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check 13. Check 13. Ready.
On the run, it's Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Go. 8 read. I got. Smoke. 49. Get that quarterback.
On 2nd and 11 now. Marino looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
60 yards.
They'll run on first down. Gordon, he'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Gordon. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. Here's Gordon. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going to play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action, throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. On 4th down, Herbert. And this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand.
On the ready.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example. And now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Fournette, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
But it brings up 4th down.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here.
10 Lobo.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Herbert, he's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Allen. Keenan Allen with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Ready, ready. 91.
Now Marino on first down. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Marino here from the gun. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. But they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Herbert. Flushed out right. And caught by Henry. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Herbert. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Kill. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Get it.
Marino will throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On 3rd down, Fournette. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Miami. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. So they get the first down. Maybe not a huge play in terms of yardage, but the fake punt does the job. They'll run with Fournette. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Fournette. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Miami.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Here we go.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Well, look at this, a tight end carry. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13.
Check 24, check 24. Begin.
They'll toss it to Fournette. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. 24 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
Things are rocking easy here in the fourth quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt. And here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
Mike, 55. Right there.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Miami, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field.